Yes, good day, welcome again. Good evening, I beg your pardon. Good evening and welcome to Crystal Education TV. This is the education update for today. Yes, it's not been very stable as the year began, and that is, like I said, we are working tirelessly to see how we can effectively bring you our services seamlessly. And I assure you, it promises to be better in the coming weeks, in the coming days. Yes, our student presenters challenge, yes, the forms are, like I said, is on our website, so do well to go check out for it and fill it. Remember, it closes on the 14th of February. Registration is 2,000 naira. The flyer is right there on your screen for you to look at, so make sure you are part of what we are doing so you can also participate. You're a school owner, you want your school to be part of what we do, you can just reach out to us. We are just a phone call away. Regardless of your position and location, we can actually bring you on board. I am Choose Crystal, so let's delve into the education headlines as they were published today on Thursday 25th, I beg your pardon, of January 2024. Yesterday was the International Day of Education. Yes, and we did celebrate. The theme is learning for lasting peace. Learning for lasting peace. Well, I hope we are learning in order to breed peace. But before I go into that, I'll just give you just one quote each on learning for lasting peace from our client schools. Let's go see that quickly and move on.
Thank you. The calendar says reset for mindset. Approach every day with enthusiasm, determination, and hunger for knowledge. I am Tiami Damala. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Festus Eric. Seed of hard work planted in the soil of determination will yield a garden of success in the new year.
Hi, my name is Adeola Odielu. Let your dreams be bigger than your dreams and action louder than your word in 2024.
Education is the beacon that lights the way to a future where lasting peace reigns supreme. My name is Anikla Chinechere.
Hi, this is Crystal Coat from Bedrock Global Academy. My name is Sarah Farutade Timitope. Education empowers the mind, and empowered mind build bridges to lasting peace. Thank you.
All right, yes, that is learning for lasting peace. You get this quote there? Yeah, learning, education actually paves the way for you to learn in order to have that lasting peace. Now let's begin with the Punch newspaper. The Punch newspaper begins with the story says proprietors recommend security checks on teachers. Security check on teachers. The National President, National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools, Mr. Yomi Otubela, on Wednesday advised the federal and state government to do security checks on teachers regularly, which is very important because we don't know who is giving the tip off of this information. We move on to The Guardian. The Guardian has a story. The United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, has called for an end to the lingering learning crisis across Nigeria. Yes, of course, there's lingering learning crisis and we need to bring it to an end. That said, we move on to, you can actually go read up these stories on our site. The links are there. That's www.crystaledunews.com.ng. Integration of robotic education into curriculum excites Education Minister. Yes, the Education Minister, Professor Tahir Mama, has said the integration of robotics education into basic education curriculum enriches students' academic experience. So he was speaking yesterday in Abuja while declaring open the first Lego League National Robotics Championship. Wow, quite interesting by the minister. Now we move on to the next story, which is saying Kwara senators pays NECO WAEC JAMB fees for 2,000 students. Quite interesting. With that said, we move on to This Day newspaper. This Day newspaper is trending with this particular story. UN urges Nigeria to place education at center of peace building in Nigeria. Place education at the center of peace building. Like you have seen in our education quotes, you see Crystal quotes, we're telling you that education can actually bring about lasting peace if we put our round pegs in round holes so that we can achieve the result. We move on to the next story, and that is coming from the Tribune newspaper, and it has a story. Oyo government meets stakeholders to resolve boundary issues on Oyo schools. That's by February 1st, that meeting we be holding. That being said, we jet on to the People's Gazette. The People's Gazette has this particular story. Law students advise Tinubu to monitor World Bank loan. Law students advise Tinubu to monitor World Bank loans. Yes, the law students are asking Tinubu to monitor the World Bank loans, and we hope he do yield to that advice. Now, education can check worsening poverty. Soludo's wife is saying that. That's Professor Soludo, the governor of Anambra State. The wife is saying education can check worsening poverty. The right education actually can check worsening poverty. We move on to the business day. Business day comes in the business angle, says education is lifeline, driver of peace and unity. That is coming from UNICEF. Remember, yesterday, the 24th of January, was the International Day of Education, and UNICEF came up with learning for lasting peace, and we hope we get that lasting peace. We move on to the next story, still on this day newspaper, still on business day, I beg your pardon. Edo set for educational rebirth, transition to digital learning. Edo, yes, want to go into transition, want to transit into digital learning. That is coming from Godwin Obaseki. We move on, still on the business day. We have Adefisayo applauds EduTimes Africa for championing education cause. EduTime Africa is getting that applause from Adefisayo. Moving on to politics, Nigeria. We have the story. Nigerian PhD student dies in UK amidst report of recent Nigerian deaths abroad. Now, this is not a good story. The Nigerian community abroad is mourning the loss of Chukwudi Ogweche Ifediora, a physiotherapist and PhD student who passed away in the United Kingdom. Chukwudi's death comes in the wake of another tragic incident. Chukwudi's death comes in the wake of another tragic incident where Sahid Wahab, a Nigerian who arrived in the UK for his master's degree, also lost his life in a day after his arrival. This is very, very sad, and we hope investigation will be carried out to see to the reason for their death and the culprit dealt with. We move on to the Independent, and it has the story independently scaling through having worthy ambassador. Lasso gifts Unilag Maths Best with 1 million naira. I take that again. Worthy ambassador Lasso gifts Unilag Maths Best with 1 million naira. We move on to the Nation newspaper. The Nation newspaper have the story. 181 students bag first class in foot mina. 189 students bag first class in foot mina. All right, now to the very last story we have today, and that is coming from News Diary. News Diary have this. Lasso Senate presents 1 million naira to Unilag Best Doctorate Thesis Award winner. Lasso Senate presents 1 million naira to Unilag Best Doctorate Thesis Award winner. I hope this is not the same story like the Maths Best. Okay, we have that. The Senate of Lagos State University, Lasso Ojo, has presented Dr. Aminat Ige Aribi overall Best Doctorate Thesis Award winner, University of Lagos Unilag, with the sum of 1 million naira. Quite interesting, and congratulations to her over there. And we do hope we keep having this scholarly feat in all the places. Yes, that is where we call it a wrap today on Thursday, talking about the education headline. Quite a lot of stories are right there, but these ones are the one we bring your way. You can make your way down to our website www.crystaledunews.com.ng to look out for the story and read them up for yourself. And remember, the Crystal Student Presenter Challenge registration is still on. Let us see who becomes the Crystal Student Presenter for the term next term. From Crystal Education News TV, we wish you a happy week, a happy Thursday evening. Do have a pleasant rest. See you again tomorrow. Bye for now.